football on the horizon here in Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyler Luke is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Arrowhead. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his fourth consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a fourth Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports, so when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
2nd and 10 now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He gets this one to Smith-Schuster. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Tight end motioning right. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believe it, your guy can get there.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing again, Mahomes. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Now he takes it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down and goal to go.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kelsey again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Pacheco. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return. Here comes Justice Hill. Juke the defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Mark Andrews. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st down, Baltimore.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, Henry. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They send a man in motion. Play action now with Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down. It's still a very good game. They picked up 12, third and short.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Taking off with it again. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
15. And a Ravens first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And no questioning on that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They send a tight end in motion. This is Henry on second. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Going to the ground again on first. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Another run for Henry. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Lamar's going to keep this one. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. 9 yards on that play, and they're just a yard out now on 2nd and goal.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And he gets in! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens finish off their opening drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Looking to throw Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Another throw for Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
First down carry for Pacheco. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 12 there, and it'll be first down Kansas City. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs looking for a score just before the break. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Short pass brought in, and defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Machine Ali on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 29, he puts some juice, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And Mahomes is going to dodge a hit with that slide after he picks up enough for the first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break.
First down and goal to go.
The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Butker knocks it through, and that'll double their lead to 6.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
He'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here no doubt made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. But they're on now to kick this one away. Ali to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First down, here's Lamar. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
I'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Jackson keeping it himself. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Jackson now on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
The Ravens going to pump this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Has him on a quick hitter. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Third down, 1 yard to go. No running, here's Pacheco. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. They muster a little down to the 30. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing again, Mahomes. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Again, Mahomes to throw. He finds Worthy, complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First down and 10 yards to go.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option, and he gives himself up after a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
We've got a screen to the running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Andy Reid sending in that call quick. They are going for 2.
The Chiefs.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
Baltimore running its offense out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. This one's to Andrews out right. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
From the pistol, Henry ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Lamar now from the gun. Andrews with the catch. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down, ball at the 36. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Lamar throwing again. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down throw for Jackson. Back to Flowers they go. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Trying to get it with the option. Escape. Now hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And no return after that recovery. They do get the fumble, but they're going to have it deep on their own side.
You know, Kate, one time I had a coach tell me, hey, listen, I need you to be more of an artist and not a blacksmith. I need you to create. QB here does a great job creating, trying to buy something out of nothing. Unfortunately, his clock ran out, that ball's punched free, and he gives it away.
The Chiefs offense out to take over. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he'll have it up to around the 23-yard line on the play. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A give right side, here's Pacheco. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now the Ravens are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his favorite target again. It's Worthy. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
At the Ravens' 20-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Right back to Pacheco. Jukes out a one-stop. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
10 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs feeling good with a 14-point advantage. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. And they'll take a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
2nd down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. They're going to pass it here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They'll try with Pacheco. And maybe should have been thinking past their partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Hill now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. You see the Ravens making their way out now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got Andrews. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here he goes, one final shot. And that pass is dropped. Fitting, that would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And it's not quite a full game shutout prop, but keeping that other side off the board in the 2nd half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.